Alright, so good afternoon or morning, depending on what time you're watching this video. I'm here with my mom. She is an English teacher, and I'm going to ask her a few questions about connotations. Um, Mom, in your own words, describe connotations.
Connotation is the emotional meaning around a word. It is what the word is associated with, not the dictionary definition of a word.
Alright, next question. Give one example of connotation.
Well, connotation is often used in writing when a speaker wants to inform or persuade an audience or a group of people. Like in Patrick Henry's speech, Give Me Liberty or Give Me Death, he is addressing the convention and he is angry at their decision of possibly not going to fight with the citizens or men in Boston. But before he gets into his speech about being angry, he addresses them as honorable men. He does that to show that he has a respect for them, and using the word honorable allows the audience, including those at the convention, the primary audience at the time, to realize the level of respect that he has. So if he were to just say, men listen, versus honorable men, it helps the audience realize how he feels about them.
My next question is, give an interesting fact about connotation that most students studying connotation might not know.
Well, I used to do an activity whenever I taught middle school, and I would write on the board, would you rather be? And I would put two words side by side, and they would have to choose, would you rather be prideful or confident? And they would have to pick either prideful or confident. Most of them picked confident, and we discussed, well, why would you rather be called confident over prideful? Well, because confident has a positive connotation, and prideful often has a negative connotation. Then I would have everybody take out their dictionaries and look up the two words, and they would be surprised that the two words had the same denotation or very similar denotations, but really, before they knew that, they would say, don't call me prideful, call me confident. Because to them, prideful really had that negative connotation.
And my last question, getting ready to wrap it up. What are some common questions that your students in the past have asked you about connotation? And what are the answers to those questions?
Well, my high schoolers in my AP class will often say, some of these words on the neutral list I've seen used in a negative way, and some have been used in a positive way, but it seems like they're on a neutral list, meaning that they don't have a positive connotation or a negative connotation. Or some of these words on the positive list could sometimes be used as negative. Is that right? Or do they have to stay on either the positive or the negative? And I always tell them that connotation per word, you looking at the word as an individual or an isolated situation is good. However, you have to look at the tone of the text as a whole and the overall voice and style of the speaker, of the author. And so if the overall attitude or voice is negative, even if they may use a word that seems kind of neutral, they're trying to use that word in a negative way, or they're bringing it into negative light. So don't think that just because a word is on the neutral list doesn't mean that an author can pull it and use it as a negative connotation or use it within a positive connotation. Always go back to the text as a whole if you're confused.
Well, thank you for your time. It's an honor interviewing you.
Thank you, Dylan.